Greetings, fellow reactor engineers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens. Episode 89. Becoming the Children of Adam. Oh, good. We're getting attacked. Okay. Didn't take very long. He is attacking immediately. What is the cover effectiveness here? 75. Wow, that's quite high. Oh yeah, taking beer right before a raid. That makes sense. Okay, he must not have good shooting skills. 0! Yeah, I'm all of a sudden not that concerned. A 78-year-old with 0 skills is coming for me. Oh no! Thanks for the free medicine, idiot. Alright, Tannering, you have to bury him because, Bangface doesn't want to see corpses. And back home, we are amassing uranium. Perfect. Nowhere to haul it. Oh, I guess that's true. Like how we've been harvesting berries. It's like, oh wow, that's ambitious. It's a little bit of overflow. Alright. Now, Fangface, you are going to go with 110 steel. And so how much chem fuel do we need? Assuming that there's going to be chem fuel at this complex, we need 150, 300 chem fuel. 300 chem fuel and 110 steel and at least 2 components. So we will have... It works out, actually. Basically, we can bring everything that I think we need for the second hop. It's almost perfect. Prime Red Steel, thank you for the sub. Speaking of steel. So, is my math correct? Actually, we only need to bring 150 steel, 150 chem fuel, right? Because I don't need the... I'll need to get... Yeah. So, I think this is right. 2 components. 150 chem fuel for the launch. I don't think it hurts to have 300 chem fuel so that we don't have to resupply. Ideally... Well, we're going to have to resupply anyway, so I'll just do 150. Because we don't have enough steel to build another pod to get home. Because I would need to send another 60 steel on top of that. So it's fine. Okay. Let's send it. And then Tannering can wait here as like a resupply person. Cutting down trees and like trying to make a bed and stuff. A table and, you know, some comfort. Oh, what a mad task this is. Wait, where'd your parka? Oh, for the love of God, wear a parka. Oh, the tables just look so different. I didn't even identify them as tables. Who's starving? Fangface. Because he is on the wrong food. Alright, he ate. Forming. Well, this map tile is pretty cold. It's negative. It's midday or like, yeah, early evening, but still pretty cold for early evening. Let's get out of here as fast as we can. While Tannering tries to spruce this place up. So Tannering's really only here to be able to launch supplies here, so that we have a supply chain. I don't need to, yeah. And this is probably the tactic I should have used in the past. Unfortunately, the place with trees is also getting the flash storm. Yay! Thanks, Randy. You the worst. Yeah, this forest is pretty warm, all things considered. Okay, that's not what I wanted you to do, bud. I probably don't need all the fuel to get to the site. And who's starving now? Tannering. Because you've been cutting down trees all day. Alright, Fangface. You have sleep needs. So I'm actually going to cancel the load. And try not to get hypothermic. You are going to get an anything schedule. And the same is true of Tannering. Alright, Tannering, you have a bed now. Use it. And Fangface, after you're done stargazing, I might have you take some recreational drugs so you don't have a mental break. And then hit the sack as well. I don't want to go when Fangface is so tired that Fangface won't be able to fight the seals. That'd be a bad time. So our Chem Fuel Fortified Ark has 4 days of fuel. That's plenty of fuel for the mushrooms. We just did a giant mushroom harvest. And we've already filled the pod launchers at home with 465 chem fuel. So that's pretty good. There we go. Alcohol warmth, a little ambrosia. You're okay. Ooh, doctorates. I'm also setting up recon armor to be made by Wish or Zeusin. Oh, I forgot about that medicine. That's what I'm talking about. Uranium. It's, I would say maybe like September 6th or so. I'm gonna restrict zoning to be closer to the base. Although, without having to do chunk hauling, there isn't really a reason for anyone to be going anywhere cold anyway. I'm very happy I gave him the best clothing. It's negative 70 Celsius out. He has clothing rated to negative 75. I would not have been able to just, like, camp out like this otherwise. I would have died in my sleep. So, cutting it a little close. But now his needs are met. His mood is good. We'll repack up the launch again and go kill some seals. I'm going to leave the bedroll behind, though. I know there'll be beds where we're going, I'm pretty sure. And this cost 107. But we'll need a 150 to get home. So tannering will need to be will be required to supply this outpost with about 107 chem fuel and 60 steel. Let's do that. I'll just do 125 chem fuel and 75 steel and 2 components. Or 1 component. And that's what this outpost will need to get Fangface home. So Fangface, all Fangface needs is to get to the industrial complex and manage to hop back to the outpost number 2. District on the Bramble and Plainton. Pretty stupid names. Maybe it's better than Craps Thicket or whatever it was. Alright, there is jerry cans of chem fuel here. Lots of things that could be broken down into arc components. Where is he? That's not dropping edge. I mean, I'm fine. The seals aren't that close, but seriously, that ain't edge, friend. So yeah, it looks like there is the means to get home in this facility, which is great. And for reference, these things only move at 2.2, so like, he moves almost 3 times faster. And as I expected, there are beds here. Nice. Hopefully we get the arc components we need. I suspect we will get it. And there's plenty of stuff with components here, and steel here, and even fuel, power source. So yeah, it will be no problem at all to create a transport pod to go home from here. Assuming these jerry cans are not empty. So Fangface just needs to do some study. Loot this plate to the ground. There's not really a point to looting this place to the ground, however, because I can't bring back that much stuff. Because everything I bring back costs steel components, chem fuel to move. So I plan on taking all of the arc components, which are really, really important. But like the other stuff isn't worth the wait, really. There's even fire foam. So once I'm done studying everything, I'll start breaking the things down that can become art components. Tally up how many art components I've got. How's your mood? Good. Wait, study prototype is still highlighted. That's weird. I'm gonna enable dev mode real quick, just so that I can show hidden headifs. I'm curious if... No, that did not, I can just study it multiple times, okay. I was wondering if this was gonna impart knowledge. Nope, okay. It did not. No problem. So there's one art component. 80 chem fuel, 160 chem fuel, so that's enough to get back to outpost number 2. I'm gonna say do not... Oh, these are wood fire anyway. The ambient temperature is negative 70. It's not gonna kill me. But it is getting colder. So, I think what I'll do is focus on creating a spot that I can sleep a little bit more comfortably. So with the wood fire generators on, we could, I mean, there's free power here, so I could even stick a heater in there. Oh, well, whatever. He's not freezing to death, that's what matters. Because it is negative 77, so it's below my temperature tolerance at this point. Negative 78. Yeah. So, to answer your question more fully, because it was just a guess up until this point, it is not any warmer anywhere else on the planet except for exactly where Fangface happens to, or where Tannering happens to be. Tannering is like nice and cozy cooking here. Damn, dude. You were just having a little vacay. Running, I mean, imagine living in a world with no trees. How elated you must feel seeing trees for the first time in your entire life or whatever. Being like, this is what we're digging out of the ground, this timber? Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Like, being in a boreal forest after being on an ice skate forever is probably like mind-boggling. Oh, the stupid hidden headifs are still showing. Hang on. Didn't mean to leave that on permanently. Okay. So there's a lot more stuff that we want to break down. I can also, because components don't weigh too much and they're kind of annoying to machine, I can try to bring us home as many components as I can. We'll see. If there are no trees, what makes the oxygen? Maybe some extremophile, like, well, considering there's still oceans, right? It could be extremophile phytoplankton or zooplankton. Zooplankton, phytoplankton actually makes a massive percentage of the world's oxygen as it is already. So, it's... I'm, like, obviously coming up with a pseudo answer, but I think planktons are like 60, or not 60, 40% of the world's oxygen or so. But even then, if all the trees were to disappear tomorrow, like, the percentage of oxygen in our atmosphere wouldn't change dramatically for probably a long time. I'd have to look that up, but I'd imagine, you know, if trees disappeared overnight, it would probably take millennia for the oxygenation of the world to change significantly. So if this is just like a century after an apocalypse, you wouldn't have noticed. Ooh, a recon armor's done. It's only a good, though. So, Fangface, I'm gonna, prioritize the... Oh, yes, art component me, please. So, the art components are the most important. So I gotta prioritize storing them. The seals were rotted. Oh god, where's the toxic fallout? On tannering. Bye-bye, forest. It was nice while we had you, but you're gone now. And a volcanic winter where? God dang it. Wait. Oh my god! Okay, so a toxic fallout and a volcanic winter just hit Tannering. Tannering! What the hell, dude? Alright, given that information, I'm gonna make a concerted effort to focus on the ancient arc parts. And get the hell out of here, like, as fast as I can. As much as it would be nice to try to pick apart this facility for every last ounce of whatever it's worth, the world is ending on top of Tannering's head, and we need to get the hell out of here. So I don't think these small consoles have anything in the way of resources. Another recon armor's done. Zeusin, you made a good one too. Alright, I'm probably going to hold off on requeuing Zeusin up for recon armor, so that she can start scanning. And Tannering, I'm sorry to say, but you're going to have to stay inside. It's not nice out. So, art components, total 7 so far. Did I miss... I don't think I missed anything. Well, that's what was going on. How much fuel did it take to get here? It took 107. 107? I said the number and then didn't plug it in. I could do a roof over this zone, like here. I'd have to cut a lot of trees down, but, you know, that allows them to get out to the horseshoe pin. Just in case there's any art components hiding in any of the debris, I'm going to knock it down. And then we'll get out of here. Alright, so let's expand zone once again, putting everything within our sphere of influence. Launch. Fangface. With, I counted 7 art components, so one of them is not in a zone that is accessible. What the hell's going on there? Oh, because he's moving to literally Hall 1. Okay. That'd be annoying. So we're bringing home a lot of components with us. And then I'm actually going to have enough steel to not need to ship steel. I just need chem fuel. Take the batteries? They're really, really heavy. Each battery is like 20 kilos. And not made of particularly important material. Guys, stop finding wood. I don't care about wood. We don't need wood. Especially wood that far away. Oh, deconstruct it for the components? The components don't really matter. I just want to get out of here. The component, I mean, with that said, I could also have done the wood fire generator, the heaters. There's more components here. I'm not trying to like min-max my component amount. I'm freezing to death. I want to get home. It's negative 114 Fahrenheit here. It ain't exactly a place to hang out. 119. Okay, it's just getting colder and colder. What the hell? Good job, tannering. That looks like a lovely little crap shack if I've ever seen it. Where'd your meals go? Oh, they're in your body. Alright, so from here, we don't have the fuel, right? Let me just check how much more fuel. Because tannering had loaded up a pre-pod, but we don't need all that. So this is beyond maximum. We can go over our fuel count, because I'll just load up whatever excess we send. So don't worry about the steel or the components, just send the fuel. And the good news is, this will bring my art components total up to 10, which 6 is required for the nuclear generator. So, you know, if you can do elementary school math, we all have enough. So I think this is a full 150 hop to get back home. I just want to confirm that Tannering and Fangface can be loaded in a pod together. They can. Okay. So at this point, what I need to get home is 60 steel and a component for Tannering and Fangface plus the 150 chem fuel. So I'll forbid this, which is roughly what they need to get home, and load the rest up, sending it in advance, so that we're not leaving much behind. Oh, no, I'm not sending you. So I just need to make sure that, like, oh, you know what? It's so much steel that it's basically as much steel as we can load in, plus the art components. That's fine. I'll probably have to leave some stuff behind, but I don't really care. In fact, steel is easy to source. Chem fuel's more annoying. I might want to just send... Oh, no, because it's more chem fuel than we have storage for. Yeah, I might just want to send them with the art components, and I don't actually know where the... Okay, is the Lore World is on them? Yeah, I'm just going to do a return trip now. We can write the steel off. It's really not a big deal. So I'll take the ambrosia, the bedroll, the art components, and the chem fuel, and go. That's not a lot of chem fuel. It's weird, because I can send 2... Yeah, I'll send 2. And leave behind 150 of this. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So Fangface is coming home. No. I don't want to go to an ancient complex. That'd be really bad. And now Tannering is going to refuel the pod launcher and come back as well. What a trip. Fangface. This is your bedroom. Pretty good. It wasn't 100% efficient. You know, I'm leaving some resources behind, but really a very small fraction of what I used. Plus, we brought back enough stuff from the site that it might be a net positive. Well, not full net positive, but like a net positive compared to what I'm like leaving behind. Because leaving behind like 200 steel and 1 component's really not a big deal. Thank you, Tannering, for doing the obvious, moving the art components where they need to be. And then, without a further ado, Zeusin. Let's go make this uranium-powered arc. It's going. It's going. Oh, yeah. Schedules. Clothing assignments. Sorry, this is very undignified. Shoot. It's like, welcome home, strip. Okay, go get your clothing. There you go. Meals. Drugs. Forced clothing. Okay. I think they're all set. How much uranium do I have? 313. I have plenty. I have an unbelievable amount of uranium already. You don't need to worry about that. We're rolling in uranium. And there we are. The uranium-powered arc. So, the way this works, depending on how much fuel you have loaded in, determines its burn rate of uranium. This now burns uranium for power. In order to upgrade it, we need to have the uranium-powered arc be restarted. In order to do that, it needs to burn down all of its uranium and then do an emergency shutdown due to a lack of fuel. So the current priority right now is craft armor and force a reactor shutdown. Little nutty, but that's what we need to do. So I'm toggling off the automatic refuel, but normally what it would do is you set a fuel target. So uranium levels to 50 will burn 2.8 uranium a day. Granted, I have like, at that rate, I have 100 days of uranium, which is like a year and a half of uranium, which is why I was like, we're rolling in uranium. It's fine. But what we want to be doing is we want to be working towards the next upgrade ASAP, which is the enrichment chamber. The enrichment chamber allows you to slow down the decay rate of uranium, allowing it to generate power for a longer time. So I'm toggling off the automatic refuel, and we're going to wait for the chamber to basically burn all of its uranium down. With that said, this is akin a bit to low power mode, which means we may need to scale back our growth. We may need to scale back the power that we're consuming in order to not exceed our uses. So I'm going into a bit of a low power mode again. Because as the uranium burns down, this uranium powered arc is going to generate less and less and less power over time. So scaling back is going to be required. And I might consider scaling back the sun lamps as well. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It also means scaling back mining tunnels and really everything we don't need on. So we're going to have a lot of... I know this in the colony, but it's required. So that we're not using up a lot of power. For now, I'll leave the fab bench on so we can finish that recon armor, but even that's going to be probably turned off. Should we do extra batteries? Yeah, building extra batteries now might be a wise idea to have a healthier battery bank. So let's roll 10 batteries out. Just to help cover our bases. Because we're producing in excess of power now, but it won't be true for very long. So we're going into like a colony slumber mode on purpose. Oh, come on. Don't pick a social fight with my brawler. Dude. You're unconscious. How? What? You compared him to a beast. Yeah, he is. He is. Did you learn your lesson? You don't call the dude who's the beast in the colony a beast and expect not for him to go beast mode, you idiot. But look, he's also nice enough to patch you up after he beats you unconscious. So he should be blue and wear spectacles. I mean, I guess he is blue, actually. Upon reflection, he just doesn't hang upside down but from his feet. And he's not book smart. But once this battery bank gets done being built, I'm going to wrap this up. This backup to the backup to the backup battery bank. You know how it is. And we are barely in... Oh, are we not... We don't have any bug meat left? No. Okay. Got it. What I'm going to do right now is change the food policy. Pilgrim meals plus jelly. Oh, and jelly? And jelly? So fussy. And I'm renaming the policy so I remember that I'm adding jelly to this. This is because we are no longer able to make meals as a result of not having the resources for it. So I'm adding jelly to their diets because we have a lot of jelly. Jelly's worth a lot. It also keeps them happy. And that added jelly is going to allow us to keep people nice and happy on this low power mode. So once it's all patched up, we'll wrap this up. So during the day, with the grow lights on, we still have grid excess for now. Ooh. The other question is, should I do an arc overdrive? No, I'm a little worried that the arc overdrive will cause the uranium-powered arc to then break down, which is very different than a power run out. So yeah, I'm not going to do an arc overdrive. I think it will ultimately be a bad situation. All right, so we're all patched up. We're now in a bit of a low-power hibernation mode, but this is where I'm going to leave off, having at least initially embraced the power of Adam. We are the children of Adam now, for the first time. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims and stalwarts.